Okay, so I hope yesterday all of you were clear with the policy creation process. Yesterday we did policy creation. Okay, I hope all of you are clear with all the policy types. So we then, after policy creation, you must have observed that we are installing the policy. We are installing the policy from our SMS to gateway. There is a process that goes behind in between installing a policy from your SMS to your gateway. Okay, so that process is as follows. Process of policy installation in Checkpoint. Guys, I would request everyone to focus very much on my screen itself today, because today I will be taking many new things. Okay, so the very first step that happens in the policy installation when you're doing it from SMS to your gateway is the initiation process. Okay, now what is initiation process? The initiation process is basically policy installation initiated by GUI. The moment policy installation button is pressed, the stage becomes initiation. After initiation, the next stage we have is verification. Okay, the information in your SMS database. Right now we are still with SMS. Okay, we haven't went to gateway. Yes, in your SMS database is verified. Okay, verified for what? Is verified for any errors. Any errors related to syntax. Okay, syntax or naming conventions, etc. It will verify whether whatever you have created is correct or not, or it is either a conflicting or not. It will also check the conflicting in the verification only. Now, what is a conflict? Conflict is like this. I have a policy 10.1.1.0/24 to all internet allowed. Over this, I am creating one more policy 10.1.1.2 to all internet allowed. Do you see any difference between the two? It will also do same thing, and it will do same thing but with a broader prospect. So all these conflicts or syntax errors, whatever related to naming conventions or anything, that will be checked in the verification stage. Okay. After verification, we have our third stage, conversion. Okay. The information the information in your SMS database is converted into a suitable, understandable language so that it can be processed further. And this language is known as inspect language. Language in which database is converted is inspect language. Specifically, if you will give CCSA or CC exam, this question could come. In a normal interview, chances are very less that somebody knows about it or he'll ask you. But in certification exam, definitely this question can come. Okay. Next process after conversion is code generation and compilation. Okay. So whatever your policy which was translated into inspect language, okay, it will be compiled with inspect compiler. Okay. Now generated code will be compiled and it will be created so that it can send, it will go away further. In the next step, we have CPTA till step number 4. Okay, everything was happening in SMS in your management server. Step number 4 onwards, when your CPTA will happen, that means your checkpoint checkpoint policy transfer agent. Okay, what it will do? Guys, please be on mute. It will transfer. Guys, please be on mute. Thank you. It will transfer the policy from SMS to firewall gateway with the help of SIC. Okay. Once it is transferred, then last but not the least, your commit process happens. The gateway is instructed to load the new policy it received. Okay, so if I'll say in a short term, it is IVC4. Okay, which stands for initiation or initiation. Okay, after that verification, after verification conversion. Okay, after conversion you have code generation and compilation. CPTA, checkpoint policy transfer agent, and commit. Okay, so I V C C C C. So like that you can like make it IVC4 and you can get to it. Okay, so this is a step by step process that happens whenever a policy is installed from your SMS till your gateway. Initiation, verification, code generation and compilation, conversion till this first four. They are associated with your SMS. Okay. Then your CPTA and commit, they are associated with your gateway. So that is how the flow is. This is theoretical flow that if
Um,
someone,
Sumit, sorry to interrupt.
yeah,
The CPTA process, is there a process running on the gateway itself or on the SMS?
both,
Both.
both.
Okay.
You can say CPTA
Mhm.
is part of both SMS and gateway because in CPTA policy will be after getting compiled by inspect language, it will be pushed to gateway.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
in this process, in this step.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
if you have sick connectivity, then definitely push will happen. If after sick connectivity or after the push something is like you are unable to install your policy, then definitely something is wrong with your gateway itself. Then you need to like do further troubleshooting, which we will discuss after like few minutes. Okay, so this is something for your certification, more of a certification thing. If somebody will if somebody wants to give certification exam. But if you talk about your interview, then to be honest, I haven't seen anyone asking this process in an interview. Whatever we have discussed till now, that was more of a theoretical. Okay, this was more of a theoretical flow. But if I'll talk about the same flow in further detail, okay, where I want you to like troubleshoot. If you want to troubleshoot, you can't troubleshoot on these theoretical steps. Okay, I'll discuss the same flow now. Checkpoint, policy, installation, process from daemon standpoint. Now, what exactly is a daemon? First thing, what exactly is a daemon? Daemons are processes. They are processes that runs your device. Okay. For example, for web services, we have HTTP D daemon. HTTP D daemon is responsible for your web services. In checkpoint, though we have a dedicated session, to be honest, on in demons, like inter demon communication, but since we have to discuss policy installation from demons point of view, so I'm giving you a small brief. In checkpoint we have four major demons. Okay, we have four major demons. Okay, the very first demon itself is the CPD demon, or you can say CPWD first. Let's say CPD, FWM, and FWD. CPWD is the watchdog demon. What is the job of CPD demon? The job of CPD demon is not CPD, CPWD. The job of CPWD demon is to monitor major checkpoint demons like your CPD, FWM, FWD. All these demons, the major job of CPWD is to monitor them. Okay, and to monitor them, it uses a utility to monitor. It uses a utility known as CPWD underscore admin. This is the utility that it uses. Okay, let me show you. I hope whatever I'm teaching right now is not going overhead or making you bore.
No, no, it's fine.
CPWD underscore admin list. You can use this command. It will give you the status of all the major demons. Let me decrease the font size little bit. From 18, let me make it to 14. Okay, I hope it's clear. I hope font is clear to everyone. So CPWD admin, you can see it is like monitoring all the major demons. Okay, it monitors all the major demons, and if it detects any problem with a particular demon, its job is to restart that demon on its own. Okay, for example, your CPD demon. Okay, LPD daemon, RAD, FWD, which we just talked about, CPD, CP views. So all these major daemons which are responsible for the major checkpoint processes are monitored internally by your checkpoint device, whether it's a gateway or a SMS via CPWD admin or CPWD daemon, which is known as watchdog daemon. Okay, I hope it's clear to everyone. And if you are seeing the start of any daemon as E in CPWD admin list, that means it is in the executable state. Okay, if the start of any daemon is T, that means it's problematic. That means its process is terminated. It's not running right now. If you want to start a particular daemon manually, there are certain commands for it, which definitely we will discuss in further sessions. Okay, for every daemon to start it, we have a certain command. Okay. Otherwise, if you want to start all your daemon via a single command, it will not start all the daemons, but 85% of your overall daemons. Okay. CP start. Okay, it will restart 85% of your checkpoint processes, and if you will use CP stop, it will stop 85% of your checkpoint processes. Okay, so make sure when you are using this command, you are taking a proper downtime, because many processes will go down during that interval. Okay, it will restart 85%, not all. Some processes still needs to be like managed manually. Okay, I hope CPWD is clear to everyone. Let's go to CPD now. Guys, I can send some echo. Guys, could you put yourself on mute? Okay, then you have your CPD daemon. CPD daemon is one of the centralized daemons of your checkpoint. Okay, which is responsible for your SIC, SEC, policy installation, etc. These are the two main jobs of it. Okay, very important for your troubleshooting prospectus. CPD uses two port numbers specifically, 18191 and 18211. Okay, 18911 we'll talk about right now. 18211 we'll talk again in sec. Okay, 18191 is the generic process. Okay, this is for the generic processes that are being run by your CPD daemons, like policy installation. That means if you are pushing a policy from your SMS to your management, from your SMS to a gateway, it will go on port number 18191. Okay, if you want to restart again CPD daemon, or start or stop CPD daemon, you can use the command CP start, CP stop. It will dedicatedly like start and stop all the checkpoint services, but I don't want to start and stop all the major checkpoint services. So dedicated command to start and stop the CPD services are, uh, you can stop it via command CPWD, not CPW, CPD, wait, CPD underscore admin stop. But this command needs to be run in expert mode. And start, if you want to start, then simple CPD in the expert mode. Okay, CPD or CP start. Okay, let me turn on my lab firewall as well. Let me turn on one device. I'll show you how to shut or start a service.
Sumit, although it is starting at the background, uh, when
Mhm,
you executed that command cpwd underscore list,
Mhm.
okay, there were number
mhm,
of processes, number of
mhm,
demons.
mhm,
How you will ensure that this particular
mhm.
demon is causing the issue? Yeah, see,
By
there are number.
checking the start, by checking the
That's
stat
okay. That's
status.
okay. Suppose one this DLPU. my underscore one.
Hmm.
This is
Hmm.
T. Okay, this is
Hmm.
stopped. Okay,
Hmm.
so how will you ensure this particular DLPU is causing the issue? I mean, there are other
Hmm.
demons as well.
Okay, okay. If the something of that sort is causing any issue, first of all, it will start giving you the monitoring alert. And further, to troubleshoot something, you can further go to your WinSCP. You can, there are certain ways that you can check your log files, which I don't want to discuss right now. You can go to expert mode. Every daemon has its path for a log file. You can go to that log file. You can take that log file in your CPU via WinSCP or FileZilla or anything, and you can study that and you can see the errors in that file, and you can check what it is causing the issue. It's a lengthy process, but that's how it is.
And
Like
what
for
are the uses
example,
of all these?
that for
This
that
is rocket science for us actually.
I know, absolutely, it is rocket science and it is one of the most complicated things. That's why I told that I will specifically take a session for inter-demon communication, where we will discuss, I won't say all, but majority of the demons. Right now, I am discussing only those demons which are responsible for your policy installation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, there are multiple demons. If I will use the command cpview, okay, not cpview, if I'll use the top command, you will see demons, 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 demons. So what are all these demons? So we'll talk about them. Okay, don't worry. For the time being, I'm just focusing on those daemons which are responsible for your policy installation. For example, if you're talking about CPD daemon, CPD daemon has a path of cpwd underscore admin start dash and name cpd path cpdir bin cpd. Over there, its log file is kept. So like this, multiple daemons are there, and to remember all these things is a challenge itself. Till the time it is starting, can I discuss next one? Because these are only commands that I can show you later on as well. Guys, say something.
Yeah, please go
Yes,
ahead.
please. Go on, go on.
My whiteboard is updated. Some upgrade has happened with it. The Microsoft upgrade, and after upgrading, it's not working like it used to work. It's literally hanging a lot after the new upgrade. Next daemon is your FWM. FWM is a daemon which is responsible for the communication between your smart console, okay, smart console and SMS. Okay, one of the most like starting demons. If you are talking about the policy installation, this is the demon that does the one of the first initial processes. All the initial processes that are done on SMS, they are mostly managed by FWM daemon only. Okay, or you can say like this, it is also responsible. It is also responsible for the execution of the database activities. Okay, like the policy database activities. Okay, that it has to execute, then compile, and then it has to generate the code. Okay, it is doing that. It is also responsible for your HA as well. Okay, and apart from that, yeah, HA and yeah, saving saving the configuration for that also FWM is responsible. Okay, to start the services, Again, command is fw to stop, fw kill, fwm. Okay. Last but not the least, we have fwd daemon. That is your FWD daemon is majorly responsible for logging, all the logging activities. Okay. Uh, to start the FWD, you have command same FWD. To stop, FW kill, FWD. Okay. Or if you want to start anything, definitely CP start is a better option. Okay, because it will start only, but it will not stop any service of yours. So these are the things that you can, use.
Okay. One question regarding FWM. So
Hmm.
when you say HA, so that time it is SMS HA or related to
Both,
gateway?
both,
Okay.
both,
Is it applicable for
So
gateway or only management server?
both. Demons are common. Demons are common. The demons where it is differ in the functionality. Okay, like if I'm using it for HA, then definitely FWM is responsible for HA in both your management server and your gateway. And if I'm talking about your policy push, then FWM is responsible to push out your policy from your SMS to your gateway. Okay. Now, if I'll talk about the policy flow according to this demons, and again, don't worry, it will not be rocket science anymore. Okay, okay. First demon that comes into action in the flow of the policy is your CPMI demon. Okay, what CPMI does, the moment you have like clicked on the install button, then it comes into picture. Okay, CPMI is used to send it is used to send installation command to the management server, to the management server. Okay, basically the moment you will click on install button, it will send your policy towards the management server, because you need a daemon that helps you to communicate from your smart console to your SMS. So for that, your CPMI daemon like does the thing, and it is like from smart console it is sent on CPMI, and then from CPMI to FWM in your SMS. So that's how it happens. So this is the very first step. After this, this, and it is received by FWM. Okay. After this, FWM performs verification, and conversion of your database. Okay, for the installation target. That's why I wanted to discuss for basic daemons before starting, because I don't want you guys to get confused at what is FWM. Okay. For the installation targets. After this, after this, after conversion, FWM not makes it, FWM invokes FW underscore loader, firewall loader. Okay. To perform code generation, code generation, compilation, and transfer, to all applicable gateways. Okay. After FW loader, in the next step, after FW loader, CPD on the security gateway. Okay. CPD daemon on the security gateway will listen for install policy connections and receives the file. Is it going over your head or are you getting it?
It's fine.
ठीक है सर.
Yeah, this is okay, but please don't cover everything today because we need to revise it as well.
Okay. Okay. If you want, I will make it a short session, but I need to finish your syllabus as well, guys. Wait.
Sumit,
Mm-hmm.
uh, do you? I think most of them we want you to write, but do you think do you really have to write the full sentence for every thing you say? That's consuming a lot of
Because
time, right? Yeah.
because in the last class someone mentioned that he needs notes as well, and to be honest, I am following literally very something very confidential, and this is something my efforts as well. Okay, so mm, to avoid that, I'm giving it, because later on also I have to do all these things again and provide it to you. So rather than that, I'm providing it in the class itself, and after that I'll make a flow chart as well so that all of you can relate ultimately.
Okay.
But my whiteboard seems to have a problem. Just give me a moment, guys. It seems like my whiteboard is having some problems. Just a moment. And second advantage of this is that if after some days you will sit and you will try to like revise, it will immediately stuck your mind. You will immediately remember that what you did in the class. It still has some issues. Okay. So after that, CPD invokes FW underscore fetch local daemon to load new policy into firewall kernel. Okay, after that, CPD waits. You can see major job is the CPD. It is acting as a centralized daemon. Okay, it is receiving it from SMS, then it is sending it to FW fetch local daemon for so that it can process the policy. After that, it waits for fetch local, okay, to complete process and then informs once FW fetch local will complete the process, then CPD will inform the management server, your secure management server, if the policy installation is successful or failed. If I talk about the flow of if I'll talk about the flow of daemons, then it happens like this. First, your CPMI, okay, from your from your console, okay, CPMI will send your command install or run the policy installation command. It will send that command to FWM, and what FWM will do, FWM will invoke FW underscore loader. It will load the file in FW loader, and after loading it into FW loader, it will send till the time it is your SMS. This is your SMS. Now it will go to your firewall. In firewall, it will be received by your CPD daemon. This is your gateway. Okay, and what your CPD will do, CPD will put it in a queue. Okay, and this queue, after putting it into a queue, he will invoke FW fetch local so that FW fetch local can fetch the to be installed policies from the queue and he can keep installing them. Once it is installed, CPD will keep monitor the output of FW fetch local. Once it is done, then CPD will send a message back to the FWM that finally installation is completed. So step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, step number 5. This is your policy installation flow. I hope it is clear to you now. Okay.
सर मुझे कुछ पूछना है, जैसे हमारा मैनेजमेंट सर्वर गेटवे से कनेक्ट नहीं हो पा रहा है, ठीक है सर? कौन सा डेमन देखेंगे, कौन सा डेमन उस चीज को सपोर्ट करता है, मतलब कनेक्टिविटी अपने मैनेजमेंट सर्वर
हम्म
से गेटवे।
हम्म See, यार उसका in that case the problem will be with the sick. Two things you need to make sure that you have a proper connectivity. First thing, you need to check the proper connectivity between your SMS and gateway. Okay, that means they should have a route to reach one another. First thing. And second thing, you need to make sure that SIC is like SIC activation key should be same. And if there is an intermittent device, intermittent device, then checkpoint communication ports are open. Like for the ports responsible for SIC, okay, 18209, 210, 211, 18191, 18192. So all these ports are open. So these are the things you need to make sure. And if you're talking about daemon, these two, FWM and CPD on your SMS and your gateway.
So,
Okay.
Sumit, sorry, Sumit, so you're saying that there can be another firewall between the SMS and the gateway.
Right. Yes,
That
it could be, because if you remember last time, see, your SMS server is just a device, okay? Your gateways could be anywhere, okay? Maybe this is in the DC location, okay? And you have your gateway in your Sydney location, and you have another firewall that you are managing that is kept in Bangalore. So like that, it could be anywhere. So if there are intermittent device, you should be aware about them, okay? Like if
okay.
these two are placed in a DC, so you should be aware about them. For example, don't ask me why, because this is something that is designed. I was working for one of the organizations. They placed like they had a external firewall first. Behind external firewall, they had their routers. Behind the routers, they had their B2B firewalls for their tunnels, and then B2B, and then they have internal firewalls for their internal communication. And behind internal firewalls, they had their F5 for multiple purposes for their internal services. And behind F5, they have placed ASA and then their servers. Then F5, ASA, then their servers. Don't ask me why, but that's how it is. So if something is kept over ASA, okay, and you are trying to like fetch from external firewalls, then there is an internal firewall in between. So the communication that you are trying to access should not only be allowed from these two, but also from your internal firewall.
So in that case, there is no distance and latency restriction at all between SMS and the gateway. It can be anywhere. They can be placed anywhere.
Yes, they can be placed anywhere, but yes, there are certain restrictions that comes in part of QoS actually. There are restrictions, definitely. There is a certain there is certain criteria that needs to be followed, but for there is thing timeout. Okay, connection timeout. Okay, there is a thing connection timeout. And if you want to like you are saying that because of latency, the timeout value is very less. You can you are, because of the timeout itself, you are unable to reach the gateway. So there is a file. If I remember exactly, the file's path is fw firewall directory. Then after firewall directory, it's kept in libraries and then setup.c. Before this, you need to like do cp stop. Otherwise, you will not be able to see. And this setup.c has the timeout setting. So you can copy this setup.c file in your device again from WinSCP. After copying it, you can like change the code and you can like put it back in the checkpoint and your timeout values will be renewed. So that way you can also do. Guys, will you be on mute? Guys, please be on mute. Thank you. Okay, so let's go back to my, I hope it's clear.
Yes, yes, yes.
Checkpoint is not an easy firewall like 48 and Palo, to be honest. It has many small complications. Those who have worked on checkpoint, they must be aware about it.
One quick question before we proceed. So let's say if you're trying to do a bulk policy push from the SMS
Mm-hmm.
to one of the gateway,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that there is the latency or the time to reach the
Mm-hmm.
gateway increases and it times out. Can you normally
Mm-hmm.
increase the settings file to manipulate the increase the timeout and wait for it to happen, or you troubleshoot the actual process
Mm-hmm.
itself?
See, if there is a bulk changes that you are pushing, so definitely code generation and compilation will take some time. But if you're talking about like how much time it should wait to say that connection timeout happens, that you can change via setup.c. Otherwise, if it's a bulk change, generally it doesn't happens because checkpoints internal compilers compiles very fast. It takes fraction of seconds to compile the things. Okay, the main like the change that actually causes the timeout is the installation part. So definitely if it's a bulk change, some sort of time will happen. But to avoid that, I like told last time as well, what checkpoint does the matchup of the received configuration and the current configuration. Okay, gateway will not like blindly do the policy installation on itself. It will check what is the difference between the two and it will install only the differential things. So what you are saying, it happening of that thing is very less probable. Actually, the probability is very less. But if it happens, so in that case you need to go to setup.c and you need to change the timeout values. No other option.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so right now everything is in the executed state, expert mode. Okay, let's try to kill some demons. Okay, fw kill fwm. It's not taking. Wait. Fw. Let me try and kill something else. Cpwd admin kill. Watchdog killed. Okay. If you want to start watchdog, you can do it via cp start. Okay, cp start will definitely start the watchdog. Otherwise, you can cpwd admin start monitor. Cpwd admin start monitor. Okay, it's with a hyphen underscore. Sorry, monitoring is already active on the checkpoint. Okay, so that's how you can do cpwd underscore admin list. You can
Sumit,
see.
I have a questions. Okay, so it is recommended to use this CPU start and CPU stop on firewall I mean,
No,
while it is active?
no, not at all. Without a downtime. No way.
Okay.
Because it will restart. See, before using CP start,
Yeah.
before even not only CP start, even a single daemon, what I am doing, that is something not to be done in any production environment without a downtime. Because you can see how many watchdog demons my firewall was handling before killing the demon. But after this, you can see. Okay. So no way these commands are like advised to run without anyone support, without invoking the tag, and without taking a downtime specifically. See, still they are turning on. It will take some time. Okay, after that they will be turned on. Okay, but it will take some time because we did stop some demons. Okay, expert. Okay, FW kill FWM. It is still not taking FWD. FWD it took, FWM it's not taking. But the command is same guys. Maybe because of VM it is not taking, but it is the same command to kill it. And if you want to like kill your CPD process, admin, CPD underscore admin, stop. It will stop CPD process.
If you try to list the process status for FWM, does it show here?
I think it's gone. I lost the VM image itself. It will not take. This is not a security management session. Okay, yes, that's why it is not running because I'm doing it on gateway. I forgot. FWM responsible for gateway. No worries, we'll discuss. All these things we'll discuss. CPWD underscore admin list CP start. You can see it is still E because I stopped the command in between from executing. After doing CPD underscore, where it is. Yeah, you can see I pressed Control C after doing CPD underscore admin stop. So that's why it stopped. And that's why it is still in the executable state. It will take some time. I hope at least you got the like idea of how the demons work and what exactly you need to do when you have any issues with regards to your policy installation failures. Okay. Believe me, guys, if you are talking about real time, in 99% of the cases, you will get the error of SIC itself. That SIC is not established. And because of that, you are seeing this or your gateway is offline or your gateway is not reachable. Otherwise, intermittent checkpoint processes, very less something of that sort happens. But if it is happening, you can definitely use your cpwd underscore admin list command and you can check the status like what is the current status of your daemon, whether it's in the executed state or terminating state. And if it is in the terminating state, you can raise a change and you can take a downtime and you can use cp start and cp stop for that particular firewall. Okay guys, it's almost 9. I need a break actually. So let's take a break, guys, for like 20 minutes, 9:20. We'll be back. Okay.
Sumit, let's take break till 9:30. People will
Okay.
have dinner.
Okay. Okay, Rohan. Fine. Let's take a break till 9:30, guys. I'll